Madagascar, home of the dancing lemurs. You have probably only heard of Madagascar from the movies. I have done research to inform you about Madagascar's interesting lifestyle, their cultures, economics, resources, and last but not least, lemurs. First, we're going to talk about cultures. About 9/10 of the population is Malagasy, which means that it's largely Indonesian. The other 1/10 is other assorted cultures. 2/5 of the population practice traditional based ancestral worship, and most of the decisions are made from elder males. They get their entertainment from ceremonies, musicals, everything like that, not anything modern. Their attire is very colorful and traditional. Women wear long, gathered skirts, dresses, and they don't like to show their tops. Men wear long pants and the shirts, but this can also be like jeans and a long sleeve shirt. A quote from Britannica: "The government encourages the blending of old and new cultural expressions, and a number of seasonal festivals have been promoted, including the Festival of Rice and the Festival of Trees." One of the super popular festivals is the Day of the Dead. This is not like the this is not like the Mexican Day of the Dead. This is Madagascar. This happens every few years, and this is where the dead dances with them. They actually dig up the dead, they wrap them up in sheets, redo all the bindings, and dance with them for the entire day. This keeps the family together and shows the children that they have to remember the past. Unfortunately, about 20 million people in Madagascar, which is the same population of Florida, live on less than $2 a day. Next, we're going to talk about economics. They are the number one producer in vanilla, right in front of Mexico. Vanilla makes up about 20% or $500 million of the total economy. They are facing many issues with deforestation and growing more vanilla and the lemurs. That is a huge political problem. Their second biggest export is gold. This makes up about 7% or $160 million in profit. Even though Madagascar has tons of natural resources, they don't really take advantage of it to use most of their profit. In 1982, they went bankrupt and were bailed out by the IMF, the International Monetary Fund. And in 2004, half their debt was written off by IMF. Luckily, tourism is growing, and this gives them lots of jobs and the ability to make more money off of other things but vanilla and gold. Next, we're going to talk about lemurs. There are almost 100 different species of lemurs. Unfortunately, many of them are becoming extinct. In here we have the ring-tailed lemur, which is right here, and then we have the red-fronted lemur, which is right here. These are two of the most popular types of lemurs. There's 32 different types of lemurs that only live in Madagascar, and with them fighting deforestation, like I said, it's killing off their homes, so then they have to move to different places, and then they're coming endangered, and it's a huge problem. They are considered sacred by Madagascar, by the people of Madagascar, and this means that you can't hunt them, you can't kill them, you can't do anything. It's like a bald eagle. Their environment changes drastically from one part of Madagascar to another. These are both pictures of Madagascar. One of them is where we have all the rocks and spires and everything. And these trees, they're called boba trees, I think. Boolean trees, something like that. And they're really big trees, and they have branches like 30 feet apart. This 30 feet is important because that's about the maximum a lemur can jump. And that's why they have the tail. So they take the tail and they jump. In conclusion, we talked about a very traditional culture, their biggest export, which is vanilla, and the sacred lemurs. Madagascar is an incredible place that we need to strive to protect. Thank you.